Thank you for coming, Council.
Thank you, Clerk Kennedy. Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you again for allowing me to help kick off the beginning of the new year. Excuse me, what I thought I would do is go over some of our accomplishments in 2010, because obviously this council, without your support, many of these things would not have occurred. I think it's good from time to time to review some of the things that you have done, some of the things we have done together as a team, if you will. First of all, probably one of the most recent and largest contributions to our community was the Indiana-Michigan agreement. There's no question that this is a true victory for the residents of Fort Wayne. Essentially, I&M will pay the city of Fort Wayne $39.2 million over the next 15 years, with $5 million of that coming up front. Plus, because of the successful lease, we now have access to our community fund of nearly $36 million. We are going to be involving the community and some of you in the decision-making process on how to invest that money in our community, both in the short term as well as the long term. You'll also help with the co-location. In a very few short months, we will be relocating the city and the county administrative offices into a new building. With your help, that was accomplished. And I thank you for that. Also, we were able to combine 911, a challenge that has that several mayors have faced. We are now able to put that together. And again, this was only as a result of city-county collaboration and cooperation. We recently put together a new garbage and recycling contract. This truly is a successful program for our city because it reduces the fees for our residents in 2011. I don't know of too many fees or taxes that have ever been reduced to our citizens, so certainly that was a real good, successful move for our citizens. Also, it's the first time in the city's history that a city recycling program will receive 50% of the profits generated by the action taken. Also, Harrison Square, the brand new Marriott, which has been a success from day one. As a matter of fact, this new hotel has helped Fort Wayne attract 5 major conventions, including the 2012 Democratic State Convention, where 2,000 delegates and their families will converge onto Fort Wayne. And this time I would like to welcome the Republican Party to consider doing the same thing if they so desire. Yeah. We also, not only this year, but years past, I think we've worked together a successful budgeting process. For 3 years in a row, we've had a balanced budget. And it's interesting to know that the past 10 years, the city of Fort Wayne has downsized its staff 9%. We also have included an increase in our geographic boundaries by 40%, and increased our population count 30%. So 30% more people, 40% more geographic area, and yet we reduced our staffing 9%, 3 years of a balanced budget. So again, I want to thank you for being a part of that. Our trails. We now have 61 miles of trails. In 2005, we only had 20 miles. Just a few short years, 41 miles of trails. You can now go from the county line to the west, all the way to New Haven, and never leave a trail. Now we're starting to go north to south. We can now go all the way to the Show Park. Now we have to connect that trail all the way to the south as well. Facade grants, another program that we worked together on. Last year, businesses invested in a 4-to-1 ratio. So, for instance, by the city investing $200,000, it's grown to almost $1 million in private investment. You can just drive up and down Wells Street, up and down Broadway, to see what's happened as a result of that program. Again, I want to thank you for that. Finally, SmartGov, a brand new IT proposal and program that we've kicked off. And again, I want to thank you for that. You've kind of kicked us along the way to improve access and accessibility overall with our citizens. And I'm glad to now announce that contracts and project descriptions are now available to residents 24 hours a day. We are making government easier to use, more accessible, more efficient, and more effective. Incidentally, additional phases will be launched in 2011, incorporating additional media that we've now been able to acquire to allow valued direct information from our residents and to our residents. So just a few of the programs that we've worked together on. Quite a few accomplishments in 2010. And I'm sure that by continuing to work together with you, we can have as many, if not more, accomplishments in 2011. Before I leave the table, again, thank you for all the work that you have done in 2010. I look forward to working with you in 2011. One more item. I came to City Council, but I had to go to a meeting, and I came back to park in my spot, and someone's parked in my spot. And I hope Councilman Brown, you're not being too presumptuous.
Nope, mine's the deck right out there. Thank you.
Thank you all again for inviting me tonight. Thank you.
See you, Tom.